Yes, how are we all? It's Monday, the 11th of August. It's a new week. And we're back in London. We've got 9 days until I go to Ireland. And then when I get back from Ireland, I've got 9 days before I go. Who knows where? I do not know yet. But we leave this apartment on the 5th of September. So 9 days here now. Then a trip to Ireland for a week, then 9 days when I get back to sort everything out, and then I'm off. So, not long at all. It's really creeping in on me, and I don't know where I'm going to go next. I definitely want to go somewhere in September, try a new place for a month, and then see how we feel. It's a little bit overwhelming because as long as the time zones are good, the business allows me to go anywhere really, which is a blessing, but also a bit of a curse because you're always like second guessing yourself. You're thinking, is this the right place for me? Should I go here or there? So yeah, it's very consuming, to be honest. Like I think, not consuming, confusing. Just got up 40 minutes ago. But my point is, it can be confusing. Like sometimes if your career was in, a certain place, you wouldn't have that decision fatigue of like, is this the right place for me? Should I move? Because you would just be set, right? This is where I'm living. I'm gonna build my life here, done and dusted, no questions asked. So there's pros and cons to both sides, right? But I'm definitely someone who likes routine. So even though, I do want to travel, I do want to try new places, I like routine, I like familiarity. So for me, constantly being in new locations isn't what's going to be best for me personally. Might be better for other people, but everyone's different, everyone has preferences. But for me personally, I would prefer to be in one place where I have a base, and then yes, take holidays from there and travel from there. But have a base where your friendship group is, where your business is, your favourite cafes, your favourite restaurants. Like just have one location where everything is optimised in that place for you to be productive, but also just live a good life generally. And you've got everything set up for you there. So yeah, where that base is, I don't know. I do really like London. If I'm going to stay in London, though, I would go to Southwest, I think, or maybe Hackney, because I do just love the vibes in Hackney. But, yeah, I don't know. Manchester I've considered, but then I want to try a couple places abroad, I think, before I come back to the UK. I know the UK, that's the thing I've lived in my whole life. Like, I live near Manchester, so I know Manchester. I know how I would find it because I know the place. Like, I've been there loads of times throughout the years, so I know the place very well. I've lived in London for 8 months now, so I know the place very well. So I know how I would be here. I know how I would be there. How I would be in like Cape Town or America, I don't know, because I've never been. So I think that's what I need to do next, just go to a couple of places that I could potentially see myself living and just see how I find it, see the vibe that I get when I'm there, and yeah, make my decision, an informed decision then. But just wanted to give you an update on that front, that I'm a little bit confused on where I want to be, where I want to build my life. Yeah, it's a confusing time, and this is the vibe this morning. I've got a call later on with Joe Martin's community. So Joe Martin is a travel creator. He also runs an agency, and he's recently launched a paid community which is teaching people who want to earn money online and travel the world and have that freedom how to do it, essentially. And I've got a call later with his community where I'm going to go on and speak about, how I built my agency, the ins and outs of that, and just any tips that I have that I can share to people that are looking to build an online business and have more financial and location freedom. And as I was prepping for the call, I was thinking a lot about how at the start of my journey, I spent 2 years working jobs digitally for other people. Those people being young founders who have built, or relatively young founders who have built successful online businesses. Now, I think a lot of people that are getting into the online business world, everyone wants to build their own business, have their own thing. They don't want to work for anyone else. And it's almost like working for someone else has been stained in a way where it's not admirable, so no one wants to do it. Everyone wants to be their own boss. And yeah, that is the goal long term for sure. However, at first, if you're somebody who currently works, say, a 9 to 5, and you want to go from that 9 to 5 to having your own online business, a logical next step, now it's not the only way, but this is the way that I found worked for me. A logical next step would be you go from your normal job to then working for an online business, which is in. I just had a visitor, Tesco delivery just got here. So, I was in a really good train of thought then, but we've got to come back into it now. So, what I was saying before they got here is the logical next step, if you are currently working a normal job and you want to eventually have your own online business, the logical next step would be to try and get yourself a job with an online business, ideally an online business that you want to run yourself one day. So like, if you're an aspiring online coach, you want to build a big online coaching business, work for an online coaching business as a virtual assistant or an appointment setter, something where you're going to go into that business and learn how the business operates, how the business runs. You're going to learn skills which are valuable for that type of business. And you're also going to gain connections within that said industry, right? Yes, people. So I've just done a little community call for Joe Martin's community, which I was mentioning before. And yeah, I loved it. I hope you can see me. I hope it's not too dark. But yeah, I loved every minute of it, to be honest. Like, just speaking to people that are maybe 2 years behind, just speaking to people that are on the same journey as you, but at the start of their journey, is so fun. And like, to give people advice and actually help people, give them actionable information that they can use and apply to themselves to fast track their journey. It's just so fulfilling. Like, it's so fulfilling. But yeah, the call went really well with Joe's community. We were on there for about an hour and 15, or like an hour and 10 minutes, I think. And it was really good. Like, I loved giving advice, even though I get imposter syndrome. Like, I don't know why anyone would want advice off me. I don't feel like I've done anything, but that's just due to social media. Like, the reality of it is there's so many people that want to build an online business. And to learn off someone who's done that, even though I've not got a huge business by any stretch of the imagination, I've got a business that is doing well enough to allow me to live wherever I want in the world, allow me to work on my own terms, that type of stuff. So people can find value from that, and I do really enjoy sharing my learnings to other people. But the feedback we got was really good. So Joe's just sent me this. This is what people were saying off the back of the call, which is so nice to see, like, that people actually found it valuable and not just some kid waffling. Like, it honestly means so much to know that they walked away from that call with value. So yeah, I'm really happy with that, and been a great end to my Monday. Just meeting Della for a Tuesday 10k at the O2. It's where Della works. Such a good vibe here. It's like 1 p.m. on a Tuesday and it just feels like vibes. I know it's the weather, the music, everyone seems to be in a good mood. So yeah, we're gonna do a cheeky 10k, lunch 10k, and then we'll be back to work this afternoon. So should be good. It's just very, very hot. So this top will probably end up coming off. Heart rate will go through the roof, and probably be a bit of a sweat bath, but should be fun. I mean, 31 degrees, 1 p.m. is peak heat, no water, no shade on that run. You talk about self-inflicted torture. Tuesday. Wednesday. And we've just been for a morning run. I was gonna film it, but I couldn't even bear to get the camera out because I've dropped my food this week. The rig wasn't looking too good as of recent times, so I was like, let's drop the food, let's drop the carbs and tighten things up a bit. So that's what we've done. But when you drop food and you're not eating as many carbs, running is nowhere near as fun, especially when you're doing it first thing in the morning, basically fasted. It was grim. I was running on fumes, but we got it done. And now we've got back, we've refueled, and we're about to go to knees up. So I'm looking forward to the day, to be honest. It's 8:36, we'll get there for 9, and we're just gonna lock in from knees up for like 3-4 hours, and then we'll come home, go gym, work for the rest of the day. That's breakfast today. Well, not breakfast, but just the morning stack. There's 10 of these because I used to just take 3 of these a day. This is creatine, 1,000 milligram per pill. But I've decided to go for 10 milligrams, I think it's milligrams, or 10 gram of creatine per day, and just see how I feel. Because I've heard studies that like 5 gram of creatine a day is sufficient enough to support all the muscles in your body, but not sufficient enough to support the muscles and your brain. Whereas if you double dose and you take 10 gram per day, then 5 gram goes to the muscles, 5 gram goes to the brain, or in and around that. So experimenting this week, taking 10 gram a day and just seeing how I feel. I'll keep you posted. Yes, people, just doing a little 5k to Muscle Works in Bethnal Green. Then we're gonna hit a session, then we're gonna run 5k back. Just kills 2 birds with 1 stone, doesn't it? I had 10k and gym on the cards for today, so I thought it's easier just to run to the gym, train, and then run back. Session boxed off. Whoa. Do not want to run 5k home now, to be honest, especially when it's like 27 degrees and warm. And I've just done a 5k and an hour smashing weights. My legs have cooled off as well, so they're feeling sore again because I did train legs yesterday, so I've got a bit of DOMS. But this is what it's all about. It's getting used to running on compromised legs and running when you don't want to and when your body doesn't want to. So I love it when you're absolutely starving and you open the fridge, you're about to cook, and you've run out of chicken. absolutely gutted. Like, I'm so hungry. Guess I'll have to run to the shop. I mean, first world problem, that innit, really, but. This week, other than that 10k I did with Della, I've literally not seen a soul all week. Like, obviously you see people, but I mean, actually meet people to. Like, Della's the only person, like, friend that I've met all week. And to be honest, I'm just getting a bit sick of this lifestyle at the minute. It's great, you know, I'm busy and got freedom and stuff, but like, I'm happiest when I'm being social, and at the minute I've got no social life whatsoever midweek, because I'm just working all the time on my own. Canary Wharf doesn't help, but it's also the way that the business is set up. But I'm realising more and more it's just not good for me at all. Like, humans aren't designed to spend all the fucking time on their own. Like, literally, the last 5 days I've been social for 1 hour. These are the sacrifices you make, and this is the life I'm choosing. Obviously building the business online, but something needs to change. It's really not good for me, so I need to be in a location where I'm surrounded by people doing the same thing, so that I can still build the business and work as much as I do, but do it in the company of other people that are doing the same thing or similar things, so you can just be in that environment and bounce off each other. That's what I need. So in the next place that I move to, that's going to be something that I look for sure. It is Saturday morning and I'm so happy that it's Saturday morning, because you know what that means. It's long run day, and I'm also doing the run with Jack, and then we're going to get breakfast after, which, if you don't know, one of my favourite things to do in life is go for a long run and then finish up with breakfast and a coffee, and doing that with your best mate as well makes it even better. So yeah, it's one of my favourite things to do in life, full stop, so I just can't wait for it. The weather's meant to be nice as well, but it doesn't look that nice yet. It's very cloudy and grey, but hopefully things change. At the minute I'm doing 10 gram of creatine. I think I spoke about that earlier on in the vlog, but I'm doing a 5 gram pouch and then 5 of these tablets. And to be honest, like, what I've noticed since I started doing it, since I've started taking 10 gram of creatine a day, usually I always want to nap in the afternoon. Like, I usually always want to nap. But since doubling my creatine from 5 to 10 gram, I've not had the afternoon crash. I've not been napping in the afternoon. Like, I felt mentally alert all day, and yeah, just not been feeling the need to nap. And I feel like that could be the creatine, but it also could be the fact that I've been in a calorie deficit this week. Could be either, but I feel like it's more likely the double creatine dose. Current mushroom stack in the morning is cordyceps, 2,500 milligram, chaga and lion's mane. That's the morning stack of mushrooms, and then I take 1 reishi in the evening before bed. Oh, I'm so happy to be running. I know I run during the week, but it's just nice to be on the long run. I'm literally ecstatic. This is what I live for, mate. Absolutely fucked. I'm
5.5k in. I'm flagging more than I was, probably 40k in for an ultra. It's because I've been dieting all week, so I didn't eat any carbs yesterday, so I'm proper feeling it, man. Yes, lads. Come on. What are you telling me?
That's the off-road.
Yeah. Don't let anyone hear you say that. Do you know what? I overheard these Yanks saying here once.
Huh?
You know what I overheard these Yanks saying here once? They were being dead serious and they go, I don't think there's anyone like the royal family in America, is there? Or in the US, they get said. And then they were like, maybe the Kardashians with a straight face. And I was like, you've got to be having me on.
So who's in there then?
Huh? The bird that gets famous for porn is like comparable to Queen Elizabeth, is she? That's basically what they were saying.
Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah. To be fair, it's sick.
What, Buckingham Palace?
Yeah, I reckon I get 5 like that.
Huh? 14.5.
Huh?
19.
Did you run before this?
Yeah, I did a 10. I haven't got. Oh, yes, the boys are off to get some brekkie. Some eggs on toast. It's been too long. Can't wait.
He is fucking whacked.
Yeah, people say money doesn't bring happiness, but it definitely.
Brazil for New Year's.
Oh, bro.
You know what I mean? Rio and New Year's.
Yeah, that'd go off. Good morning, people. It's Sunday. We're out doing a cheeky 10k. We're just at the London Stadium, West Ham Stadium, doing a lap round here. And then we're going to run to Victoria Park and do some laps around there. So, yeah, beautiful day. Like, it's literally so peaceful. Weather is bang on, the sun's out, but it's not too hot. So yeah, box this run off, and then I'm going to spend the rest of Sunday working because I've got a lot that I want to do. I'm using my weekends now really to focus on building what I want to build away from client work. So yeah, I'm going to have a big shift later on.
Thanks so much. Get a bit of that.